report at Victorino Mapa High School. Reg Florendo reporting.
What we have been observed in that, I noticed that when the student arrived at the classroom, the teacher asked the student to write what was in the monitor on his computer. Then after, he proceeded on his discussion. And during that discussion, I noticed that because they write first the content of the lesson is for the student to have already an insight of what was the lesson all about. And that for them is when the teacher asks some question, they could recite and follow the flow of the discussion. For my observation to that is the teacher used that strategy is for his lecture method in teaching could be easy and effective as well. Student, especially for students who are in a lower section. Miss Florendo, now we go to Miss Mayo and Miss Obvious. What's happening there?
With what I have observed, I can conclude that the teaching method that Mr. Vergara performed, which is the drill and practice, is the best teaching method to be used in his class. It is appropriate especially in his subject, which is the metalworks. The subject is a skilled subject that obviously requires the students to perform an activity that is related to the subject. Metalworks is a subject that focuses on the hands-on practice of the students and to produce their own output. How about you, Sheila?
As a future educator, the best teaching method I will use is making most of games and perks of gamification. Also, the games I will use will be related to the lesson, in the sense that students will learn while gaming, and this will be the best teaching for me because students get motivated by challenging themselves.
Thank you, Miss Mayo and Miss Obvious. Now we go to Mr. Tuason and Mr. Juan. What's
Based on
happening
the
there?
observation that I've conducted in Victorino Mapa High School, I found out from one of the teachers there named Mr. Brizuela, who teaches ICT computer education, is that he both apply and use the direct instruction method together with the drill and practice method, and I think that was the best teaching method to be used because it is basically a skill subject.
There is no best method in teaching. The best method depends on the competency of the teacher and the student's behavior. Like in this class, the students are behave and listens to their teacher. This method is hard to be applied to a chaotic and disorganized class.
Thank you, Mr. Tuason and Mr. Juan. Now we go to Mr. Caburnay and Mr. Nelson. Tell me what's happening there.
I have observed in this class. I can say that the approach that the teacher uses is the teacher-centered approach, which is not that interactive because she's the one who become the source of the knowledge. And the more interactive approach is the learner-centered because when the students this also give some resources and they know that they also have knowledge to answer the teacher.
Based on what I observed, the teacher employed was the best method of teaching, but not all. It is only best method for that class, because every students are different. Different sections are different set of students. If you always use only one method, some of the students will not listen or will lose interest in the subject matter. I think it is only best teaching method in that specific section.